A terrible tragedy has befallen our beloved young Pharaoh, Tutankhamen. His reign, which once held much promise of glory, has been unmercifully cut short by the hand of fate. It is time for the workers of Dayir el-Medina to again prepare an eternal resting chamber for the Pharaoh. With his unexpectedly early death, it is imperative that you compel your workers to exert maximum effort. Tutankhamun's tomb must be fully stocked with provisions for his journey into the afterlife, and ready to receive his hallowed remains within a few very short years. Speed is of the utmost importance.
G'day mates, welcome back to Cleopatra. We're in the second mission, Tut in the Valley, and looks like King Tutankhamen has died unexpectedly. I believe he was only about the age of 18 when he died in history. So let's jump on in. Ooh, looks like we're building a bigger monument. Although it's very much a monument building mission only. Nothing else to worry about. Let's dive on in and have a look. And first thing I noticed, there is, let me think, 5, 10, 8 years. It's that's actually kind of funny. He's dead. He just died. And we have 8 years to build his tomb. So there's going to be a stinking, rotting body sitting around for a long time. Oh, okay, yeah, so there is that's interesting. Let's have a look. Hide cliffs. Oh, that's really cool. So that one is staying behind. That's the one we built last time. Apparently we can't just... Yep, he's already dead in there. Apparently we can't just reuse the same tomb. That's interesting. What are we building? Let's have a look here. Monuments, medium royal tomb. I assume it'll just go here. Go there. I wonder if I could have... Yes, I could have built it down here as well if this other tomb was in the way. So I can't shoot myself in the foot by putting one or the other. I suppose it doesn't matter where I put it. There, I guess. Now, we're going to need to get stuff producing very quickly. I may as well lay it down. Let's lay this one... can't put it there. Let's put you... Oh, wait, it's on pause, that's why. Okay, you're laid down. So 2% done. We have a lot of work ahead of us with just 8 years to prepare. Looks like this area is a little bit more developed, but it is still essentially the same map. Although, oh, I've got lettuce this time. I think that is the floodplain is perhaps a slightly different shape. I'm not sure. Let's have a quick look at what we've got here. We have ourselves some lettuce, some chickpeas, and some henna. No more flax. Apparently the climate has changed in the previous, who knows how long. Raw materials are still clay, which is convenient. Lamp and paint. Okay, it's pretty simple here. How are we going to do this? Nothing, of course, is left behind, which is a little bit shit. Kerma friends won't trade with us. Abu will trade with us. They will buy paint. Wood, we can't cut wood. And beer. So, I wonder if we can import barley. They'll sell us lamps. It's kind of useful. So they'll sell us... Oh, no, they'll buy lamps. My mistake. They'll sell us oil, which is useful. They will buy pottery. More pottery, which is great. And they'll also buy pottery and chickpeas. Tiatawe looks like... what's that? 1,500, 2,500 is 4,000 pottery that we can get via water trade rail. That should be more than sufficient. And of course, they can buy our leftover paint as required. Oil is going to have to come from Sawu only. It's our only choice, which is thankfully a land trade route. Gods are only 2. That makes it easy. And we'll need a few things. This is interesting. This is very interesting. I don't know how to approach this. I took 145 months last time to build a small tomb, which is, 12 years, give or take. 12 years and 1 month. So I need to cut my time at least in half, and I need to build a bigger tomb. So I'm going to think about this one and cut back once I know how I'm going to approach this. Okay, I think I know how I'm going to approach this. This is going to be our import area, and we're going to go heavy imports. We're going to have as much stuff going here as we possibly can. This is probably a little bit too far down, but doesn't matter. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Possibly have another dock here just to manage, so we can have you know, a shit ton of imports coming in as required. This is going to be our main population center. I'm going to get that one set up shortly. And we're going to have another little mini sort of a craftsman center over here. So we have the clay pits that we need for the artisans guilds and so on and so forth. That's how we're going to have it. So we're going to need to start chipping away very, very quickly. Lamps and stonemasons are what we're going to require to begin with. Let's just have a quick look. Just double check that is correct. Yeah, okay, so work camps will take stuff up. We're going to need... there's so much I need to do at once. I'm not sure how to do this, but I think we've got this. God, how am I going to do this? I'm going to need to get lamp makers as a priority, and I'm going to need pottery as a priority. Pottery is going to be probably the first priority, because that will be income, and lamp makers and stuff can come in second. They will buy beer. They will... anyone who will sell me beer making materials? Not really, doesn't look like it. So I can't import barley and export beer, I don't think. Barley. Apparently we can import it. So where can we import it from? I'm missing something. Oh, there we go. They'll sell me barley, as well as buy pottery. So we may have ourselves a good little setup here. I'm going to buy barley from them, sell them pottery, and then you will buy beer and sell oil, and then you will buy pottery as well and sell me some of the things I'm going to need for the tomb. I think I've got an idea of how this is going to proceed. I'm going to cut back once I have some infrastructure built up. Okay, we are set up. This is looking like how it's going to be. Hang on. Well, that's interesting. I didn't even realize the people came from that direction. I was expecting them to come from over here. So that does change things a little bit. Not too much though. Not too much at all. Although it probably would be. It doesn't really throw a major spanner in the works. It's interesting. An interesting concept that they come from a different direction. Either way, we've got ourselves our 3 docks set up here. This is where we're going to have our pottery set up. It can go along here and then up there, I suppose, to get more than enough clay for pottery. We can get a little bit of food up there as well, but I don't think I'll do that. We're not going to have the population for it. The biggest thing, of course, is getting everything rolling. We've already done 2 months, and very little has actually happened. But we'll get this stuff sorted. Our gods are probably going to get pissed off quite quickly. So we will move on to getting... I don't know what that was that popped up. Let's have a quick look. Employees needed. That's not a big issue at all. We're actually going to throw down some more temples here. One to Osiris and one to Ra, our patron over there. They can go off whatever direction. They can wander wherever they want for the time being. Right now, though, what I need is they're going to be covered by the architect. That's good. So, let me think about this. We're going to have docks. We're going to import stuff. First thing up is going to be getting the pottery going. So, population is pouring in, hopefully. Food will... lettuce, chickpeas. I like lettuce. Let's grow some lettuce this time. Throw you guys in here. That should be enough for the moment. I'll get you there and roadblock you off. There we go. Cash is something I need to think about. So, okay, with that, that's lettuce done, sorted. We can get the, no, it's not done, sorted, not yet. Okay, now it's done and sorted. You can, I don't know, that'll do for now. I'll move you later because you'll have issues. Now, that's those sorted. We can get on to getting the pottery done. Now, population is still gradually trickling in. I probably could have made this one longer, but I don't think I'm going to have quite enough people just yet. Not sure. Anyway, let's get pottery ticking over, and then we'll burn those bridges as we get to them. Okay, with that, we now have labour access for everyone. Doesn't matter which direction they go, they should have labour access. So with that, I can roadblock off this one and keep all these people moving where they are supposed to be moving. He shouldn't burn down. That one shouldn't burn down. We'll see what happens there. Anyway, we've spent quite a few months already, and we need to get this sorted. So what we need are... Okay, masons, artisans. We need lamps. So that's the important part. Let's get... Now this is ticking over nicely for now. That's 8 potters. That should be sufficient for the exports. We need lamps. Now we need pottery for lamps, and we need oil. So let's throw down another storage yard. Suppose I'll just... I don't know how I'm doing this. This is badly designed. Very poorly designed here. Either way, it doesn't matter which direction you go. You guys can head up that way. So you'll get labour access regardless of which direction you go. Now what we're going to do, I'll make a little shortcut through there and roadblock the ends off. Now we're going to need a storage yard, and we're going to start importing. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. We're going to start importing. You can hold lamps. We're going to start importing oil. Now oil is expensive, so we're not going to do it just yet. I need to actually start getting some of the pottery exports going. Yep, thank you. So we are growing lettuce. Let's also, now I've got a suspicion, because we've got 2 food types here, we're going to need to give gifts to people. So let's just work immediately on getting a couple of chickpeas as well. 3 chickpeas should be enough. It's probably going to be more than enough, actually. I'm going to give you just a roadblock there. And we can just store the chickpeas in a warehouse somewhere. I don't know, throw you there. You just accept chickpeas and we'll keep you on the side. We won't bother doing anything with you. Lettuce as well, I'll need to stockpile up, but I'll figure that out shortly. So, money is not coming in yet. Perfect flow expected, excellent. Money, here we go. This is our first little bit of money. They're going to come in and buy those. Excellent. I could probably even relocate this storage yard down here shortly. But for now, we're good. So money's pouring in and we're sorted. We've only spent a couple of months. Next up, we're going to need lamps. So let's start with a single lamp maker. Whatever, let's do 2 of them. I love having lots of lamps. We're going to need oil, which means we're going to need Sawu. It's a land trade route. So we're going to go for oil. And let's start with just 400. Now, I have had a thought just now. It's a land trade route. I could theoretically make pottery up here, disconnected from everything else, and import. Yeah, and if I fail this, that's what I'm going to do. You have got to be kidding me. If I do fail, then I'm going to put the pottery and lamp production up here. So I will, I've stuffed this one up already once, but no problem, we'll get that sorted. And out of money once, requesting goods, yep, I'm growing lettuce. It's the first year, I'm doing the best I can. And we're going to throw in an artisans guild as well. Doesn't mean we're going to need clay. I was going to do it up there, but for now I'm going to work with what I've got. So the clay can hopefully just flow into there. I'm going to need paint as well. So to do paint, we're going to require a henna farm, which we're not going to get this year, but just throw down a couple of henna farms. Irrigation ditch, there we go. So we've got that going over here. We're going to require another storage yard. You can be henna and paint. And I'm already, this is already getting inefficient. So I was going to have a central area over here, but I think I'm panicking a little bit. I need to just calm the hell down a little bit. And we're going to make a paint maker. 2 of them should do for now. And I'll throw a nice big statue in here just to keep these guys evolving nicely. So far, so good. Things are looking pretty decent. Employees are gradually coming in. How short are we? That's the question. Not that bad. And that'll be taken care of once we and get the food all sorted. And flood clay pit, just a little bit of an obnoxious event yet again. So yeah, thanks mate, thanks very much for the rousing support there. Either way, we are sending the pottery off. We've got the lamps. We do need pottery up here, don't we? No, then we need clay up here, which I've already got that taken care of. Pottery down here, that's all being done. You do not need a supply of stone. You should be digging away up here, but you're not yet because we've got no lamps. But the lamps will be on their way. So next up will be more work camps. Let's just throw down, say 4 of them. Hopefully that won't plunge us too far into unemployment. Not too bad. I could probably actually cut a couple of those off. But things are coming back in. We need desirability. How are our gods going? Gods are acceptable. I want the prediction. Okay, I'm just going to go the cheaper option and throw gardens down here for the time being. I could do my my nice little wall of other stuff, but for now this is what we've got to work with. So get these leveled up. Need population, which is coming. 60 employees. Okay, things are going a little bit downhill, but we are working as quick as we can. Gift from a neighbor giving us some oil. I will accept that. Not that it's really helping us too much, but it will save us a little bit of money. Actually, it is helping us quite a bit. We don't have enough oil coming in, but not an issue, not an issue. It's pottery at the moment that is our real bottleneck. How much have we sold? I'm in the wrong screen. Sawu is not buying pottery from us. You've bought half of what you need, and you have bought a quarter. So I could probably do more pottery. I suspect I'm going to fail this mission the first time. So this is a very tight little thing. I think I've done this very unoptimally. Really do need to focus more up here. And now that I know that imports can come from this direction, peasants, people, immigrants can come from this direction, I think I will completely forego developing on this side and just have 2 docks down here. That'll be more than sufficient. I wish I'd known that in the beginning, but either way, I think we are going to get this sorted. We've got work being done. We don't have enough lamps coming up, but hopefully we can get more of them stocked up now that our workers here are dragging stuff up as required. Okay, I have noticed why I'm going to fail this particular mission now. So what's happening is the oil is coming over here. Where is he? Well, that's odd. It appears the caravan just disappeared. He was there just before I started talking, and he appears to have just evaporated. So the dude selling the oil doesn't seem to be coming over, but he's coming a long, long way. I really should have... Yeah, he hasn't sold any oil. So why is he not selling oil? Is it because workers won't have enough worker access? Perhaps. I have completely stuffed this up. So these lamps just aren't working. At the moment, they're just getting in my way. So I'm going to try this again. It's not going to be finished in time because I'm so far behind, but I get a bit of experience building this city up, so I know that even if I do fail, it's you know, I know how to fix it next time. So we're going to import the oil to here instead. It's going to send us further into debt. That's not really a concern just yet. Throw all this stuff down, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'll come back to it. No, whatever, I'll just do it now. Physician and apothecary. Okay, those are all down. Now, we're going to require pottery to be made here. So, let's throw down some clay pits. Let's throw 2 clay pits should be sufficient. Now, throw potters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are down. Now we throw in lamp makers. 1, 2. Just throw 4 down for now. Now we should be importing the stuff up to here once they get workers, which will take a while. Okay. Now we should start importing. Yeah. Okay. So the oils are coming in here. That's what I needed. Which will then get distributed to these ones there. Henna, yeah, whatever. Take it. And yep, take it. And yep, that's fine. Employees need, I don't care. So there we go. Now we're making the lamps properly. So for some reason the oil wasn't getting. If I'd known, of course, that this was the entrance originally when I planned the city, I would be in a much better position right now. So not knowing that has sort of stuffed me up a little bit. You know, I haven't got enough time really. So now that I've got that, there should be enough lamps coming up that they can build that in time. So yeah, I think I've got it now. I think I've got this under control. So they're going to drop the lamps up there, which allows the stonemasons to go up and chip away and allows people to begin working in there. 100 units allows them to do one thing by the looks of it. No, it allows them to do quite a bit of work actually. They drop off more lamps, which is brilliant. And they've done a bit more chipping away. And the tomb's 35%. So I think I've got this under control. I think I know how I'm going to do this. This one is a failure. There's no way I can finish this whole thing off. And I've just been allowing my debt to run up as well. So that's sort of a different problem as well. But I think I've got this. And I'm going to jump back and have this taken care of. Okay, we've built up a hell of a lot of infrastructure. I'm going to have some major issues for a long time. Let's get that tax rate down so people keep moving in. And let's get our infrastructure and health and sanitation taken care of quick smart. So that'll get everyone moving in. We've got two main population, or one sort of main population area, two housing blocks. This one here is going to be a little bit more industrial oriented. I'm going to do the same thing I did at the end of last time. I'm going to try and get this all, you know, I don't know exactly how it's going to work in terms of logistics, but I'll get that all sorted, pumping out lamps really quickly. And over here is going to be our, I suppose, our main pottery area. We can export straight down here. So I'll throw a storage yard there and get that all working shortly. We've got the two docks. Should be able to handle everything we need for this particular mission. I'm going to need a lot of people to move in quickly though. Yeah, waste a couple months there. So let's go. Storage yard. You're going to hold nothing but pottery. There we go. Now let's get ourselves some clay pits set up quick smart. I think I'll just put them along here like that. That should be more than sufficient for the time being. If I need more, then, well, I guess I'll need more. But for now, that's all I'm doing. Potters. How are we going to do the potters? We're going to do them 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I need 6. And this is probably going to be overkill, but overkill is what we're going to be doing for the time being. We need to get this prepared and done as soon as humanly possible. I'm going to roadblock you there, and you should get access. You'll figure it out. You know, people will move in eventually. You will manage it. Now that's done, that's sorted there. We've got a couple of a couple of firehouses and architect's posts and all that kind of stuff. That will that'll get us sorted here. As the workers move in. Yeah, I think we've got this sorted now. I'm just going to run time forward a little bit and see if we can come out the other side in one piece. Far out. Okay, quite a bit of debt here, and that is mainly to do with the fact that we have no employees. I have massively overdone it, again, as is pretty much standard fare for me. Flooded clay pit, that probably helps me more than anything else, but whatever. Let's decrease the number of employees we need. So we've got food coming in, we've got the bazaars here. They hopefully will, yes, there we go, starting to get some people. And they will begin to move in gradually once those people come there. Things are looking good. 74 months. I don't care about ship aground. 74 months. We have ourselves lamps coming in. And, oh, you know what? I have completely forgotten to actually place the monument. That's the problem with restarting. Either way, we get ourselves... The monument is down. That'll allow us to, hopefully, get some people up there to start servicing that. We have ourselves... you've got the paint you need and the clay you need. You don't have enough employees, but that will come shortly. Desirability, let's get that sorted now, and that will eventually start paying dividends once we get everything well sorted. There we go. Okay, so with that we should start pumping out the pottery. And no, we're not having... Ah, man, this is not going well. Not going well at all. I'm going too quickly. And for some reason the gods are pissed. That's because there are no workers. That's why. So it's not the fact that there's temples. It's the fact that there are No people to staff these temples. Hopefully when the workers start flowing in, we can get that sorted. Let's go religion and make you third priority. There we go. Okay, things are looking much better now. Things are looking pretty good here. We should have enough staff coming in to cover our shortfall, which is currently 173 employees. These guys will be in shortly, and they should be chipping away. Up here, there's no lamps being moved up just yet. I think I have the right idea, but I think I overexpanded at the beginning. So this could be another failure. And we need some pottery. I can send that off easily. Okay, another problem. Ran out of money basically because the docks here didn't have enough staff. So I think I've begun to death spiral and we've run out of time. But there is a learning experience. We're going to come back and continue this one off shortly. The tomb is being built. I'm going to push it as far as I can and see if I can actually recover. But I find that highly unlikely. Oh, okay, and we've lost. The gods have destroyed all those. I'm not going to continue anymore. Osiris has obviously stuffed us over. Well, that was an interesting thing. I think I've got the right idea with how I'm planning this out. I just need to get more workers and I need to be a little more gradual. I think I'll focus on pottery first. Pottery and food first, simply because we do require... Hear my cat in the background talking again. Get this all sorted, get the pottery and the food done, and hopefully we'll be better off next time around. Alrighty mates, here we go. Take 3 I think we're in now. So out of money I have built up. That is our first debt. Now time hasn't ticked over at all and I've built up the infrastructure here. This is hopefully going to be the town we require. We've got ourselves a pottery area all nicely set up. Hopefully the population can come in here. We've got a good solid population base now to begin with. And hopefully I've got a lot of shrines here so the gods won't completely screw us over. I have got enough, hopefully got enough, what do you call it, space up here now. I can put a good solid granary up there. I've got, room for gardens and things in between. I think I've got this all set up and ready. We're going to run time forward and see if we fail this one or not. And our first collapsed building looks like the temple to Ra went down. That is very unfortunate. Doesn't matter, I can throw another one up, even if it is unfortunately eating into our cash reserves. Probably put those down a little bit too early. Couldn't get a farm off in the first year. I suppose I was a little bit ambitious there. That's no biggie though. That is no real big problem. Now we've got enough money to... These are they beginning to work? They've only got 1 employee. So we're still very, very short. I think I was a little bit over ambitious yet again. But I mean, people are moving in. 500 residents. We should get at least up to 1,000 with what we've got here without even feeding them. So we're a few months done, but that's fine. I'm not panicking too much this time. How is employment going? 111. It's getting better. And now we should be able to start getting, there we go, getting the farms going. That might be a little bit too much. I may even need to dump a couple of those off. But we're getting there. We are gradually getting there. Food is going to be coming in. And if it all goes to plan, hopefully. Yes, there we go. Excellent. We have ourselves... perfect flood. Excellent. Have ourselves enough. Now I'm going to open up a thing to Wast. It's only 80 debens to begin with. And we're going to start off exporting whatever pottery we can. I'm not going to dump the money into the other one until we go into debt. Just to buy ourselves just a little bit more time. You're good. Looks like we are pumping it out as quick as we can. Now, what I'd actually like to do is throw down a... Actually, we'll throw a storage yard up here first. You can hold lettuce and chickpeas because we will have requests for those in the near future. And we may as well... 1,000 people, brilliant. And we'll throw a granary there as well. We've now gone into debt. I wasn't really paying too much attention. But we will get up to half of each of these. So we can sort of mix and match our food types a little bit. Now that we are in debt, we may as well go and open Itiatawe as well. They'll buy a little bit of pottery. Not a huge amount, but for 370 debens, we can actually pay that off with just 3 pottery sales. And we should be pumping out the pottery here once this clay really begins rolling. It's going to take a little while to get through the system, but we'll get in there shortly. Now, we are basically 1 year in. We're 1 year in, And we haven't even started on that. We haven't even got lamps to begin with. So that, excuse me. Okay, I'm back. That was a surprise phone call. Gotta love those. Got the tyranny theme going for my phone, my ringtone. Either way, 400 lettuce, that is the current demand. We are going to be harvesting that shortly, so I'm not bothered there. I might even throw down just another lettuce farm just to keep things going. I do like my lettuce. Now, the question we're going to be asked is how are we going to dig the thing out? We're going to need clay, paint, and lamps. Now, lamps require pottery and oil, so I think that's what we're going to begin with. So, with that in mind, let's start thinking about how we're going to approach this. If I throw down a storage yard here, you can grab oil up to a quarter, and lamps up to 3/4. So I'm going to start importing oil. Of course, got to get the actual trade route to Sawu. 245 is not too bad. So I'm going to grab oil. I'm going to grab up to 800 for the time being. That'll keep us going. Henna, I'm going to need to grow, which I am growing, but they're going to drown because I haven't got a storage place for them. So let's go storage yard and put some henna and paint. There we go. So we're henna and paint as well. That's that. Actually, can I redo that? Let's put this storage yard here, a little bit closer to if we want to export something. So henna quarter and paint 3/4. So we've got everything stored up. Now all we really need is the employees to come in, so these people don't drown down here. Not particularly bothered there. And of course we need oil, which is coming in. I'm importing oil, pottery, so now I need the shops to be set up. Okay, the lamps are being dragged up. How many we got in there? 0. But that is... doesn't say how many lamps he's carrying, but I assume it's a 100. So with that, what we're going to need to start doing is consider throwing down some construction guilds. Debt, what just collapsed? Flooded clay pit. God damn it. Okay, I know that happens every time, just annoys the shit out of me. So we have, what was the question? What was I doing? I needed construction guilds, stone masons. We're going to begin with, let's begin with 3 stone masons. That'll absorb some of our unemployment. Hopefully more than one will go up at a time. It doesn't look like that is happening though, so a little bit annoying. Either way, I'm going to throw one of you there, and we're going to get ourselves a clay pit over here, just to supply that. While we're over here, I may as well expand it with a firehouse and an architect's post, just to keep everything going nicely. It'll stop these from collapsing as well, which is something I hadn't thought about. How are the gods going? Look, things are looking pretty good so far. Time is ticking over, but we have begun construction. Okay, the tomb's underway. I'm doing the best I can really with the tomb. The main problem we've got here, of course, is the fact that we are massively in debt. And for some reason, it is looking like these lamps are really just ripping through us. They're eating up our pottery. And we can only have... I'm actually going to stop with the lamps. Not going to have any more than 800 stored up at a time. It's the oil imports and the fact that it's eating our pottery really has destroyed us. So hopefully we can get out, sort of dig our way out of debt is the important part. Can I get some gardens in here? Actually, I don't really want to level these guys up. So we need to get ourselves out of debt. Can we do that? That is the important question. Okay, I've decided I'm going to start exporting lamps. I can export them when they're over 400, so I've always got a stock of my own. And that will hopefully give me a good return. If I have a look at prices here, lamps make 190 is what I receive whenever I sell them, which is better than the pottery. Now, pottery's 105, oil's 85, which then equals 190. So it's the exact same thing, but I'm spreading my my purchasing bulk out. So they're not just buying pottery, they're also going to be buying some other things. So hopefully that will keep us going a little bit. I might need to, in that case, actually up how many I store in the yard. We'll see how that goes. If it starts to dig me out of debt, I may consider that for what is looking like going to be the 4th try at this one. when I inevitably fail. Okay, wages have fallen. That is a... Well, it's not really a godsend, but it's pretty good. It's you know, a small little bit that's helping us. You have sold that. So debt is an issue here. Debt is a big issue, but if we can keep our kingdom ratings through the floor, I'm not going to make this. This is going to be another failure. I need to find a way to get myself out of debt, and I think that's going to be importing barley and exporting beer as well. I'm going to need to consider upping the industrial stuff over here second time. Not going to happen this run, but I think for the next run it will actually happen. Okay, 80% complete, and we have ourselves 47 months remaining. I might actually manage to dig myself out of this. I currently have... Yeah, it's not going to happen. They're going to invade me shortly. So I've been rushing too much. I think that's what the thing is. I can probably afford to pace myself just a little bit more. As long as I get... well, you know, that's all that's just sold. That's a lot of oil. But if I start... Yeah, I'm not sure. I might be able to make this. I might be able to dig myself out. I really do need to see how this goes. Okay, they'll buy more pottery. Kind of cool. Okay, we are out of debt for the first time since basically the beginning of the game. This is an interesting situation. Currently, 13 kingdom rating is possibly enough to not get arrested. So I don't think Pharaoh is going to send somebody off to invade me. The real problem now is how am I going to get all of these done? I need to get a chariot, a bunch of luxury goods, linen in, pottery, and of course weapons. Pottery I'm making, so that's not an issue. I can probably just change the export rules. But I have myself 38 months. I may be able to actually pull this one off. It's tight. It's very, very tight. But King Tut, his rotting body sitting out in the sun, will probably be buried before the 8 years are up at the rate we're going. There we go. Medium burial tomb finished. I can't believe we did it. It took me 3 tries, and we managed to get ourselves out of debt, mainly by selling off the paint as well. Between paint, lamps, and pottery, we can actually sell enough through these 2 docks. You can see there's quite a bit of a backup here, but we can sell off enough, and it is tiding us over. The question now is, how are we going to get all of this stuff in? I'm going to need a hell of a lot of stuff to come in. So I'm going to try and gradually buy it over the next couple of years. All I got to do is keep my kingdom rating high by giving as many gifts as I can and stockpiling up on the various foods that Cleopatra is requesting on what appears to be sort of a yearly stint here. So I'll get a bit more lettuce and see if we can do a better job. This throws a spanner in the works. It looks like no more trading is going to happen for a couple of months. That's actually really, really, really terrible. It wasn't caused by the gods, it's just a random event that happens. I've got about 2.5 years remaining, so it could be pretty tight here, but I think we will manage to pull through. It'll give me a little bit of time to build up some stock. We can sell it off in a big bulk purchase, and hopefully that'll buy us the money we need to get the remaining goods. Okay, we've got everything we need except kingdom rating. It is a rush for kingdom rating at this point. I've got a request for something that may well be the last one I do. So I can hopefully send off. I think what I'm actually going to do is to... You can accept those. If there's any extra, put them in there, but I'm not going to take them out of here. Whatever we put in there is going to be used for whatever else may pop up in the near future. So send a gift was 4 months ago. I probably can't get another one in time. I'll need to wait the full length. We've got all the other goods we need. It pretty much is a timer countdown on the gift now. If I can get that sorted, we've won the bloody mission. It's so tight, and I have to protect that warehouse at all costs. If it burns down, I have lost the mission. Okay, gave us another little bit of kingdom rating, but it wasn't very good. That lettuce is not bumping us up too much. Hopefully we can get just a little bit closer. Okay, 12 months remaining. We are... Oh god, it's going to be close. We've got to get this. Come on. I need to get this. 11 months. When can I send another gift for maximum? 1 more month I can send another gift. This is so tight. Chickpeas, yep, we have enough. We can send that off immediately. I think I can send another gift. Let's have a look. 12 months, we'll send them a golden chariot. It's put us up to 37. 37 is tight, but when that mission comes through, that should be enough. All I need to do is reach Pharaoh. Come on, reach Pharaoh. There we go. Kingdom standing has climbed. We're now at 45. I can send another Lebanese cedar ship. Dispatch that. We're currently at 45. Yes! God, I love this game when it works. I'm going to send that off there. Send all the pottery off. We're going to dispatch all the linen We're going to dispatch all the luxury goods, and we're going to send off that final bloody chariot, and we're done. We've actually beaten it with 3 months remaining, or 5 months or something. I can't really see that number from here. But my god, King Tut's rotten, swollen body, scorching the sun, can finally be shoved inside his big sarcophagus. Mission complete.
An impressive feat. It is rare indeed when workers under such pressure can produce such fine handiwork. Tutankhamun's tomb is now safely sealed for all eternity. Let us hope heretic robbers never discover his resting place.
Of course, that's a reference to the future when they actually do dig up King Tut's tomb, and it's one of the only untouched tombs that they'd found up until that point in time. Anyway, that is the mission done. That's King Tut in the, whatever this mission's called, King Tut in the Valley. We're done. We're going to move on to, hopefully, not another timed mission. I've been Blxz. This has been Pharaoh and the Cleopatra expansion. Take care, guys. I'll see you around.